Hello everyone, this is Nick Demand, and I am back here once more with another episode of a tour of NORAD. This time around, we are playing US Armored once more. I did play a game earlier with this deck, but I don't know, I felt like I was floundering a little bit, and though I think it was a good game, I think I didn't maybe have the dialogue slash narration explanation of why I'm doing what I was doing down to quite the same level that I would like to. So I'm making another episode with Armored. And in that vein, we'll be focusing on the tanks. You'll notice I'm not taking any Canadian tanks here, and that is because I think the C2 Nexus is overpriced, and I think the M1IP Abrams performs a very similar role of, you know, your medium tank for fighting other tanks decently well. It doesn't punch up against heavier enemy vehicles as effectively, but it crucially allows you to bully enemy infantry because it has those 2 MGs, 17 armor. It's very survivable. These are traits that you want to have in your medium tank, and the Nexus just doesn't have the same level of survivability. The one tank that I think is decent is the C2, the 65-point Leopard, but it's it doesn't really have a great niche in the deck for me. Yeah. We're going to start with the recon helicopter so we can try to see what our opponent's doing. No FOB in this deck, as we're not going to be relying on heavy artillery. We just have smaller mortars. 2 CV start. We want to hold this section of Fox. I probably want to push into here and fight like in here. Hopefully push all the way through, get up to here, cut off his reinforcements there. And I just want to make sure I hold this side and hold here is typically the thought. So let's get some Rangers for both here and out here on the left. We'll put some Eric's teams on the left in case he does try to assault out that way. Let's stick some Eric's team and Rifleman squad in there. We can get a Recon Bradley out there is actually not a bad idea, so we'll do that. We'll skip the M35. We'll take 2 squads of Riflemen. If we do put the Recon Bradley here, though, to zone, we need to put some infantry in here to make sure he doesn't just walk up a tank there and one-shot us from close range. And then, like an IFV, a Stinger, a Rifleman team out that way on the right, and that should be fine. Air defense. Could do triple stack of IP Abrams out this way. I think I'm pretty comfy with that. Let's get 2 pips. Cut the Stinger. And I think this should be fine. This should be fine. Pretty straightforward. We're just going to shove the tanks up here, screen with infantry, see how far up we can get. And, yeah, see what we can make happen. Alright, here goes.
I'll be there soon. You spotted something?
Hotkey RAA pieces, spread them out, turn off their weapons, hotkey the mortar, Kiowa out over to that bush so we can see what's happening over here and what's happening over there. Longbow, okay. There's no way he just lets us have that. We got very close, though. Could be US Moto. And we're gonna get a Tomcat out, because I do not want to get Nighthawked. And that's the Nighthawk dead off the bat. Very nice.
What are your orders, sir?
And, you know, that was just felt extremely telegraphed, to be honest. It's always important to understand what your opponent's capabilities are. That's the longbow down. We're gonna get our... I want to get an A10 up, honestly.
That's the ready.
But what I really ought to do is get base defense before something happens. We're gonna go ahead and take this close range engagement with the enemy HC if we can. You can see even at close range, right, it's possible to win these sorts of fights. And we're actually gonna be aggressive here, because I think we have a very important opportunity here that I do not want to squander, and I am willing to take some risks in order to try and kill that tank while we have the opportunity to. So it is not an opportunity that we are going to have for very long. So we're going to fast move down here.
Ready to move, sir.
I'm going to kill that tank.
Pack up your gear, folks. We're moving again. Rain down on them crawlers.
We continue to try to lay smoke for our tanks here. Okay, and he surrendered. Well, unfortunately, that was a very straightforward game, and probably maybe won't get posted as well. We'll see, we'll see. But if it does, till next time, folks.